Politics Watch. This is Sir B. Now today we're going to go on a journey through space and time. See, often we hear say, the way how Jamaica is now, I just saw it go. That's just who Jamaicans are as a people. Oh, we used to be the body setters, slaves them off of the ship. I just saw it. People make it sound like all through Jamaica's history, we've been the violent nation that we are today. See, they want you to believe that the rebellions that happen in Jamaica are unique to Jamaica. Right. And that's why the legacy of that passed down. Let me say this to the entire Jamaican people, get over yourself. Almost the entire world has had some kind of, almost every country in history have some kind of national crisis. Some done by internal forces, some by external. Some countries have had both. There's nothing where Jamaica go through in its history, its entire history, that is even remotely close to what countries like Rwanda had to go through. Get over yourself. Stop trying to find new excuses for underachieving. Every time Jamaica tops the murder charge, people find a new excuse, a more sophisticated excuse. I'm going to show you the hard facts. Let me tell you that Jamaica was once a peaceful place, even though the people back then, in olden days, were far poorer than the people that exist today. But I one thing for me say that. But me never shown the numbers yet. Today we're going to do that. Today I'm going to break down Jamaica's murder rate from 1962, right, for over a 4-year period. The reason why I start at 62 is because on the Jamaica Constabulary Force website, that's as far back as it go. So I'm going to get the amount of murders, do the maths myself because I know the formula to work out murder rate per 100,000, which is what Jamaica keeps topping. Right? I'm going to show you Jamaica's murder rate in the 60s. See, I was looking at this website, right? It's called IamAJamaican.net, and there's a post called 30 Rare Vintage Photos of Everyday Life in Jamaica Before 1900. You can check it out for yourself. But as I was looking at the pictures, and some of them are very telling, right? Apart from the obvious signs of the economic conditions enough people were living under, there were also some photos where the streets them in Jamaica look better then than them look now, which is incredible to me. But for the most part, what you're seeing are poor people. One of the pictures are very telling. There's like this village with a straw roof, and there's this man with his family. Check out the picture them for yourself when you get time. Them say a picture, say 1,000 words, enough of those pictures say 10,000 words. But anyway, make a look on the cold hard number, shall we? How about that? Look on your screen because you can't really see it. Only for research going on that video. What you're looking at to the left is the year starting 1962, which, as you know, you don't have to be a top scholar to know, that's the same year Jamaica received official independence on paper. That's when it started. And I guess that's when JCF get them records go back to. Then you see, beside that, the amount of murders. And then, beside that, you see the population. Because you need the population and the amount of murders to work out the murder rate. You with me so far? So as you can see, in 1962, Jamaica had 63 murders. Now you might be thinking to yourself, yeah, that's just because Jamaica they only have like 50,000 people. No, Jamaica was already over 1 million people in 62. Jamaica's population in 1962, as you can see, is 1.678 million people. The following year, Jamaica had 70 murders. 64, Jamaica had 70 murders again. 65, it dropped back down to 65 murders. 65. So over a 4-year span, the worst it get. Right. For the people in Jamaica back then, the worst Jamaican sub back then was 70. 70. What would the people of Jamaica do now if it's 70 murders a year? Then that the Jamaican people would vote for Donald Duck, the cartoon character, if him could have delivered 70 murders a year. If Pink Panther, the cartoon character, could guarantee the Jamaican people 70 murders a year, right now, they would vote for him. That's how desperate Jamaicans are. They would vote for Pink Panther and Donald Duck if you see them numbers there again. But I'm going to show you the rate, because that's the key part. Because the numbers alone don't mean much, because then if you see the population and all the maths there, or the rate, tell the true story. Don't worry, I did the maths. Look on your screen right now. See, in order to forget the murder rate for your country, you need the amount of murders in a year, then you put that over the population, and then you multiply it by 100,000. So for 1962, the formula would be 63 over 1.678 million multiplied by 100,000. See the page screen, 3.75. In 1962, Jamaica's murder rate was 3.75. And obviously, the actual exact population figures, they might be give or take a couple thousands here, so in the end, we're going to just round this off to 4 anyway, but I just want to give you the murder rate. 63, 4.10. 64, just call it the same as 62. The same as 63, because both years they were 70. 70 murders both years. 65, 3.69, drop down again. But let's round this up to 4. I say Jamaica's murder rate. From 62 to 65 was 4.0. So round it off. You remember the kind of numbers I want to see for Jamaica for the last 3-4 years? 44.0, 47.51, high 40s, 50s. That Jamaica I touch now. Highest in the whole region. Probably the whole world. So think about this now, people. Come open up on a coffee now and then. Pot probably dip on fire. Something like this. If we not stir in the pot more than to stop, you look at 2 seconds and take in this and consider this. In 1962, 63, 64, and 65, Jamaica had a murder rate that, if you compare it to where the world is now, would be lower than the United States of America. See, the reason why I use Uncle Sam place is because you know Uncle Sam love act like world police. Right? And since Uncle Sam love going like world police, we could use them as the standard. Right? World police, they're 5.3 as it stands right now. Jamaica was 4.0 back in the day. Let's give you the context. Remember, the Jamaicans, you heard me say it before, the Jamaicans that lived in the 60s, 40s, 30s, 20s, the 1800s were far poorer, more desperate, lacked resources. Enough of those people never had nothing in them name but a chimney. If you don't know what a chimney is, ask your granny or your grandpa if them still alive when you're in chimney. No Jamaicans never have none but chimney. Because when I bring that to because you know, as you've heard, apparently the reason why Jamaica top murder rate is because Jamaica is so poor. And if the youth them they just have money, and because the youth them never have the money, why, you know, the West Kingston and the jungle and Spanish Town, that's why them places get so crazy. Because if the youth them just have more money, Just know the Jamaicans who lived in the 60s, 40s, 50s, 30s. Had a murder rate that was incredibly low. 65 people in a 1 year in a population of 1.6. Those figures are extraordinary. And not only when you're factoring the poverty side to it, but when you consider the fact that these Jamaicans were fresh out of the colonialism. Back then, everything Jamaicans complain about now was 10, 20 times worse back then. What you want to talk about? Inequality? Go try 1960, 1950, 1940 backwards Jamaican. Them time they used no one name inequality. Even when you look on the picture them on IamAJamaican.com, even the market them you can see once the Jamaicans, man, look polished, suited and booted. On the next set, man, well, go look on the picture them for yourself. At them time they used to have inequality. Murder rate was 3.75 though. Oh, what you want to talk about? The colonialism. Those Jamaicans actually lived it. They actually lived under British rule. Because that's another one of the, It's because of the British rule and then, because it then hold on the youth never get on and because those Jamaicans actually lived it. Murder rate was 3.75. What you want to talk about? Social mobility? Well, the reason why Jamaicans kill so much and so often is because there's no social mobility. How much social mobility you think exists in the 1962, 52, 42, 32, 22, go straight back? How much social mobility you think existed then? Murder rate was extremely low though. I'm gonna make sure I check other countries' murder rate across the board now. And the way our numbers them high now, some countries' numbers did high then. Right. It's not like I said the whole world was just living in peace. Jamaica was a peaceful country, relatively speaking, of course. There'll always be murders. What's the next big excuse? Oh, the system a fight against the murdering their youths. That's why the youths them have to go turn to. You think the system was working with old-time Jamaicans? You think the old colonial system was working with the youths? You think the 18, 19, 20-year-old Jamaican that was alive in the 1940s and 58, what you think the system was working for him? You think the system loved him and said, go on a road, youth, go be the best you can? See, the excuses are falling apart. The excuses are falling apart. Talk to me, Mr. Won't-This. When I got knowledge, we really drive this thing. Because we are getting into it, How is it that in this time period when Jamaicans don't have nothing but a chimney, people used to go out in bed with them door open? Ask your grandparents them. If your great grand alive, them even better, ask them. There was a time even in Kingston, Jamaica, all over the place. People used to drop asleep on them veranda, people used to sleep on their roof. Jamaica was so safe, people could have sleep with them door wide open. When people never have nothing but a chimney. And people have to use wood fire cook them stove. Your poverty excuse is falling apart. It's falling apart. See the numbers in the pay screaming. 3.75. Uncle Sam right now is 5.3. So we're going to look at some more numbers that we will get into the evolution. How Jamaica became a society that continuously top the worst charts them. We could put this in a context. We could see what 3.75 would I get to in a 2021. Open your screen, please. Or, as we said before, just run it out to 4. We could look at the countries that are the 4. Right, the 4 point add. Murder rate. When you see Uncle Sam, 5.3. Zambia is exactly the same as the United States. Notice how much country from the motherland they below Uncle Sam. You know, Uncle Sam, World Police. Look, Sudan. Only know Sudan? Only know the history of Sudan? Forget about the old history of Sudan. Just look at the modern history of Sudan. That alone is worse than anything Jamaica has ever faced. And that country have a lower murder rate than the United States. Kenya. See what neighbor them there? Cuba. Below them, Angola. Niger. Did you know Niger was just given the title, the unfortunate title, of the poorest nation on earth? You don't believe me? Look on your screen. See there? Number 1. Niger is not just the poorest country in the world now, according to the World Bank and all them people there, but the country have a mean 2 years of schooling. If you don't know what mean means, I just average. So in other words, the average person in a Niger only get 2 years of schooling. The poorest nation on earth with only 2 years of schooling, and their murder rate is lower than the United States of America. Come on, Mr. Woke TV, hit the dislike button. Niger's borders are so weak they can probably move in an airplane and move it back out on the government seat. So imagine how much weapons them could have moved in and how much rifle. If them they want to build Klansman and build one other stone crusher, they would easily do it. As bad as things they be in Jamaica, I'm telling you, when it comes down to national security and resources and moving things around, Jamaica is in a better condition than Niger. So why Niger youths them now rise up AK and the 16 and now rise up the 6 pants and the bomber, the HK bomber. Come on, Mr. Woke TV, the poorest nation on planet Earth. Only 2 years of schooling. Them poorer, less educated, more corrupt, borders weaker. We feed them stone crusher there. Why them not up the side of it? What is happening in Niger that is not happening in Jamaica? What is happening in Sudan, Kenya? Why these countries? What is happening there? Why didn't they beside of it? Because once youths poor and on them go pick up AK and farm clans and kill everybody, no? And so it go. According to the Woke TV, that's how it go. Right. Show back some more numbers. Now, even though the 4.0 right, was a very, very low murder rate for Jamaica in the 1960s, there's some countries that carried even further. For example, you can see the UK, the 1.2, Denmark 1.2, Finland 1.2. The Woke TV system look on this now and them say, well, the reason why Denmark, Finland and England murder rate so low is because them have money. Because that's as far as the Woke TV's brain can go. And the 15, 20, 35 years of school, and that's the best them can come up with. That Denmark and Finland and countries there murder rate low, right, because them have money. So Benin and Guinea-Bissau have an even lower murder rate. Come on, Mr. Woke TV, do you know where Benin is? Do you know where Guinea-Bissau is? Type in Guinea-Bissau and Benin. You want to see poverty? You want to see sufferation? But not talk about sufferation, I only talk about sufferation in Jamaica mean I only have 4 pair of shoes. Sufferation in Jamaica mean me did want the 50-inch TV, but me have to settle for the 32-inch. That's suffering in Jamaica. When you want to talk about poverty, Google Benin. See the woke argument of fall apart. England, Guinea-Bissau murder rate much lower than England. If a poverty and not having top education make people resort to farming, clansman, and want to be 87. Man, the argument is falling apart. Hit that dislike button. You know, so the woke activists are upset with them things there, you know? Especially the woke activists will make a living by going on TV, go tell people them foolishness. When them see this now, they get upset. Boy, start up here, try mash up my system, try stop me from eating food. Okay, that's why them eat food. When they come on TV and tell us if the youth say they just have more money, then they won't be in a store. Eat them and eat food, them know some foolishness that. Them just package it in a simpleton. Them put it in a simpleton package and throw it to the Jamaican public. Why eat that? They know some foolishness. Benin. See, when you check the history of how Jamaica evolved into the country where top the worst kind of charge them, the charge them where you don't want them on. What me see is that all through Jamaica's worst years in terms of sufferation, discrimination, right? Every Asian, right? Big up every Asian, get it? Right? But all the Asian them, the people complain about, all through the 1800, 1910, 1920, 1930, 1940, 1950, 1960, Jamaica was a peaceful place. Neighbors trust neighbors. Right? The village raised the child. Consistent up until the period where your favorite political parties took over, introduced a style of politics that was very acidic. And this coincided with and also a drastic shift in cultural attitudes towards a lot of things. See, in my opinion, Jamaica's murder rate is driven originally by socio-political factors, and then the gasoline on top, what was blew off the roof, was the socio-cultural factors. That's the fancy term for it. When you hear me say culture and mindset and anything, the learned individual will tell us the name socio-cultural. We could talk about some of them now. There was a time in Jamaica where no matter how desperate times were, no matter how hard life was, a man was in the life of his children. That was normal. Simple Simon, I'm going to give you a few examples, and him know somebody who did know somebody. There will always be outliers, obviously. There will always be anomalies, but for the most part, it was normal. The home, the community was intact. The village was intact. That was Mr. Johnson. That was his woman. These are Pitney. Them live right here, so see them neighbor here, see the villager. That was intact. When that structure started to fall apart, youths started to drift over here, so the youth over here, so now the mother over here, so I raised them by yourself, and then you put this over here, so once that started to disintegrate, society, as you know it, disintegrated with it. Your favorite political parties did bring in much weapons, and yes, the one here work with the Soviets and the one here did work with the CIA, but let me just kill that right now. Soviet and CIA influence in Jamaica is child's play compared to what they did to other countries, and those countries have bounced back perfectly fine. What the CIA, Jamaica love CIA, right? Jamaicans love a boogeyman for blame. What the CIA did to Jamaica, what Uncle Sam did to Jamaica, is child's play compared to what they do to other countries, even to this day. Countries like Iran, North Korea, Cuba, and them place there. And them should have top know that if because of Uncle Sam influence and Uncle Sam that try to sabotage the thing and sneak in them agents, then countries like Cuba and Iran and them country there, them should have top the list. I just shown the chart a while ago. Cuba murder rate even lower than Uncle Sam one. Which are the excuse you want me kill? Just listen and me kill it right now. Man. I'm telling us I say 4 big sound and 1 big land. Man. I saw my sound them string up. Who for argument one did? Present it and me kill it. Every time Kilimanjaro and them sound there. Squingy and them meet there. You should just kill sound. And some man kill argument today. See, in an acidic society, everything is reversed. Bad is good and good is bad. And things that were once positive are now shunned, and things that were once negative are now put on a pedestal. So in Jamaica, back in the days when we used to have the 3.7 murder rate, see, you have to understand, there was a time in Jamaica when the intangibles, the things that you can't see, were very important. Respect, right? Integrity, right? Being trustworthy. Things like them things were embedded in the society, embedded in the culture. Men used to respect other men based on them words. Now in Jamaica, trust is completely eroded. Nobody even bother talk about no respect. That gone a long time. Integrity, good luck finding it. See, in old time Jamaica, it was normal for a woman know who's the father of her child. Now in an acidic society where we live in now, it's the reverse. It get to the point where Jamaican women are some of the only women I've ever heard brag, say them know who is the father of them child. Have you ever heard that in any other country? Have you ever visited any other country and hear the women brag that they know who the father of their child is? You know why some women brag that they know who the father of their child is? Because many don't. Jamaica is a place where men brag, say them know them pitney them, and them communicate and say them pitney them. How many countries you been to in the world where men have to brag, say them pitney them? And them pitney, them know them pitney and them spend time with them pitney. How many times have you been traveling the road or living in another country and just hear a man just a brag about that? But know my youths them and my youths them know me. For the rest of the world that's normal. In Jamaica it's not. So that's why somebody will give you that as a compliment. Why? It really good say him pitney them know him. Jamaican men are some of the few men you would ever hear get those words as a compliment. That's not a compliment for anybody else. That's like complimenting somebody for brush them teeth. It's, for the rest of the world, that's just normal. It's not in Jamaica. Total disregard for structure, rules, order. That's the way of life now. Jamaica was not always like that. Ask your granny, ask your great granny. Don't listen to me, I'm just trying to make up things to get views. Ask them. There was a time in Jamaica where anybody, any adult could see any pitney on the road and tell them to fix up themselves. If them school uniform look certain way or them a behave certain way, any adult could have tell a pitney, say, watch your mouth, tuck in your shirt. Try that in 2021 now. The pitney probably go for them parents and them parents throw and lick. You know. That's culture. Putting criminals on a pedestal, idolizing gunmen, murderers, that's culture. There was a time when if your family have 187 night, people shame. People are disown him. Jamaicans used to disown them criminal loved ones. Man used to go as far as say him now have nothing to do with we don't want to know him, right? Him bring down shame on the family name, we don't want nothing to do with him. Now in modern Jamaica, having an 87 even better, a 19 in your family is a badge of honor. That's culture. People are so proud to tell us them a Bunman son or them a Tisha brother, my daughter's cousin. People wear that like a badge of honor. That is culture. Jamaican youths aspire to be criminals because, as it stands, the culture rewards criminality or criminal behavior. If you want to be popular, if you want your favorite artists to sing about you, if you want the kerosene to show themselves at you, unfortunately, a life of crime is the way to go. Am I wrong? Okay, let's say I make up things to get views, as usual. Count how often you hear the words big up any of Jamaica's icon them like Louise Bennett or Marcus Garvey. Right. Sorry, Miss Louise Bennett Cloverly. Right. And then compare how much time I hear people big up criminals in a pop culture, whether movies or songs. Just count it and come tell me. That's a cultural shift in attitude. When I talk about the conveyor belt, understand how you scope on it. It starts from the home structure. Because you know, most 87s come from homes with no fathers or fathers who might as well not even dead. Right, they're that weak. Right, I'm not talking about physical weak. Right. Most 87s come from environments where them sister in their community, the people get the most respect, right, get the most ratings, right, are criminals. Jamaica is a place where people aspire to be criminals. That is culture. Because being a criminal is cool. That's why Jamaican youths who have no criminal record get rich, whether them play sports or them do music or whatever, win the lotto or whatever, then get rich and then go get criminal record. You hear something go say? Man start bad after him get rich because that's what he wanted to do all his life. He looked up to Bunman, he looked up to Tesha, he looked up to Dodos. He looked up to Nevada Hodges. So now he has the resources, he can be who he always wanted to be, Adan. Feared. He wanted the kerosene, that's culture. Culture and mindset. Jamaica was always poor. Never let nobody tell you none. As far as the masses are concerned, Jamaica was always poor. And let me tell you something, enough of the things that my modern Jamaicans complain about, especially the woke ones, when them throw out some terms them sip on the TV, when them hear some journalists of foreign use or they might even learn it in a school at Jamaica or whatever. Them don't even understand the severity of what them are talking about. When Jamaicans talk about Jamaica is a classist society, you think classism bad now, you want the classism in 1962 and 52 and 42. Some place where black Jamaicans live now, they couldn't live there in the 60s and the 50s. There has never been a better time in the history of Jamaica for Jamaicans than now. Jamaica is a country now where some positions where certain people have now, them couldn't hold it in 1942 and 52. Jamaica is a place now where even politicians can be they can look anywhere they want to look. You can be a bald head, you can have locks, you can have a high top fade, you can do what you feel like. That couldn't happen in the 1940s. In Jamaica, back in the 1960s, 50s, go back. If you did even have a certain complexion, you couldn't work certain places. Enough man who have big job now couldn't get it back then. Now talk about the lack of opportunity. The youths them join clans because lack of opportunity. You want to see lack of opportunity. Go link the Jamaicans who live in the 60s and the 50s. And the 40s. The same one them way door did open. could have sleep with the door open. What people really are talking about? But female empowerment, go and go ask a Jamaican woman of the 40s about no female empowerment. Go and go ask them. Don't take my word for it, but but my thing is just make up things to get views. Go and go ask them. Every social ill that exists now existed back then, and it was far worse. But the society was nowhere near the rottenness of violence, death and destruction it is now. Keep misdiagnosing this issue. Keep waiting for Rambo turn police commissioner and come save the day. Because apparently the reason why in the 1960s and 50s why Jamaica's murder rate is so low is because Superman and Bruce Wayne was the commissioner and the assistant commissioner of police. The two of them were at them time. Superman and Bruce Wayne, the two of them, and them did I run JSTF them time. That's why crime is so low, because 87s did enough up in the 60s and the 50s, but because they so afraid of Superman and Bruce Wayne, they just never did a boss no one. Because you know that's the Jamaican way. If you get one commissioner where the youths them fear, then them go stop boss. Just have a get one bad man police and then the youths them go so afraid them that them not go bust them. Nothing but complete gimmicks. But that's why serious problems hard to get solved in Jamaica, because the solutions are so gimmicky. Man. Because apparently Guinea-Bissau and Benin, man, and Burkina Faso and Rwanda and these countries, they have these extremely low murder rate because they just have these whole heap of Batman police, and for them 87s just afraid of them. Man. Countries with low murder rates and low 87s have low murder rates and low 87s because they're not producing them in the first place. Therefore, there is no need for no quote-unquote Batman police. How good do you think the police force in Guinea-Bissau is? You think the police force in Guinea-Bissau is better than JCF? You think the police force in Benin is better than JCF? As bad as things may be, you better put a little respect on JCF name. Right? And these countries, by the way, enough of them top corruption charts. So not only are they poorer, less educated, more corrupt, less social mobility, right? Less rights to protect the citizens, less everything. But them 87 count is so low. Enough of these countries have been through hell and powderhouse. Go check the history of Sierra Leone, check the history of Rwanda, check the history of these places, Sudan, and see what them go through. And them can bounce back. People tell us all, no, Jamaica can bounce back from the 1980 election. From the 1980 election, where Jamaica's crime rate skyrocketed in that 1 year, all know where you say we can't recover from that. But Rwanda recover from losing almost 1 million people. Sierra Leone recover from freedom, civil conflict. All these countries are like, yeah, alright, we had that major crisis. Most people lose their life. We have all these thousands upon thousands of weapons laying about, but we now go farm the stone crush and now go farm the clansman and kill off yourself over foolishness. You don't find that strange? Go check Somalia's murder rate. Same Somalia, we're known for the pirates them. Go check for them murder rate. The woke activists them argument done. The woke activists, their argument is finished. We're declaring it finished. We're carrying made arrest and buried it. It's over. The misdiagnosis have to stop. Anyway, let me leave this one stuff now because I might end up going the whole day and I need my Sunday dinner just like everybody else, right? I'm not alone supposed to eat on a big plate of food, right? I want some food too. But before I do that, Patreon squad big up on themselves. Look out for your second video for drop today. Exclusively on Patreon. this one involve a video, so you know, say anything have to show up on a video, right? Especially for a certain type of video, this set go. Link is in the description if you're interested. Straightforward process, so for sign up. PIA, you don't know, more life. Ultra Squad, stay circling, bless.